the Maxi Me. This is the 118 wheelbase ProMaster low roof. 118 wheelbase ProMaster with a low roof. It's adorable. The Me series, I guess I would call it, started with the Mini Me, which was the ProMaster City. So that Mini Me, Solo Traveler, we built 7 of those in the last 2 or 3 years. Then if that was too small, then we offered the Midi Me, which was the Mercedes Metris. Still a Solo Traveler, a little bit longer, a little bit wider, a little bit taller. Still a Solo Traveler. That was Midi Me. Now we're offering the Maxi Me. All 3 of these I consider Solo Travelers, and each one just being a little larger and having a little more robust feature set than the one prior. So this one, again, just like its 2 siblings, will be a fixed layout. There's nothing we can do to the floor plan. They all have to stay the same in order to hit a price point. Okay, we'll be able to push these out if we don't have to customize them. So you will have a choice of colors. Like in the other vans, you can pick your wall coloring, the vinyl. The flooring is going to be fixed. I don't know if you can see it in this picture. I'll show you later on. It's a dove gray coin floor. Really nice floor. I love it. But here we're inside. I'm looking at the camera. I'm talking to you from in the galley area, the front half of the van. And then you see these, these are C channels. These are 3-inch aluminum C channels, okay, 1/4 inch thick. This is clear span. I do this in all my van builds, and I love it. I put a nice big angle on the wall into my plus nuts. Sometimes I can through bolt if I have access to the back of the angle. And then I set these C channels on my angle so we get a clear span. I've got 4 of these in this little van, and there's no bounce. No bounce on that bed. Okay. This bed is 38 inches front to back. It's 38 inches wide. You're going to sleep east-west in this bed. And the east-west is, I know for a fact, is 6'1", 73.5 inches. So 6'1". Now, if you're 6'1", I don't think you're interested in this van because of the ceiling height. You can see here, I don't know if you can see the stretchers. These are my aluminum stretchers. This is how we handle our ceilings in almost all our vans, is we put these aluminum stretchers, 4-inch wide stretchers across on each of the ceiling ribs, the roof ribs of the van. These get wrapped with a vinyl, and then we have panels that we drop inside of these stretchers. Now, if I had to run a wire, or look how easy it would be to get up above these panels. These are just cardboard stand-ins right now. Masonite stand-in, cardboard stand-ins, just so we can get our fit right on the CNC. Once we get the fitment right, then we'll print them out in 1/4 inch plywood and we'll wrap them with marine vinyl. And then we're off to the races. All of these components that you see here are done on the CNC machine. So we've got a good, solid design. I've got dados and rabbets and hoops. So we've minimized the weight. We've strengthened it with the dados, the glue and screw. Nice, very nice. Nice big garage under this bed. You know, a lot of people in my first Maxi Me video, they commented that you don't need a 38-inch bed or a 48-inch bed. You can go way down to 24-inch bed. That's all we need. It's a Solo Traveler, 24. Sure, that's true. You can sleep on a 24-inch bed. But when you take away all of this bed space, you're taking away some valuable garage space. In a van like this, we need that garage space for a number of reasons. I have a massive 31-gallon water tank going in on a bridge over that wheel well. I've got my 630 amp hour lithium battery with the BMS going on that bridge over that wheel well. So this is a feature-rich van, but it's still, I don't want to say it's mass-produced, but I've set about to build a really nice van and then cut it off at a certain point so we can keep the price down. But you're getting all the features. There's no compromise in this van. I don't like compromise, ever. So the galley. This is a really nice sized galley. 48 inches left to right. And so here we're going to have the sink, the same deep sink we put in the Mini Me and the Midi Me. So there'll be a cupboard under here with a door, and the space that we gain with the sink here, we put a little spice rack on the door and a little garbage can. So when you open the door, you got all that on the door. Then this is going to be a bank of drawers, top to bottom, small utensil, and then they graduate in depth as they go down, maybe 4 drawers here. And then over here is a cute little pantry. You know, our pull-out pantry where you have the side access on a couple of shelves. So this is a pretty good sized pantry. It's 8.5 inches. So it'll give you a 7.5 inch pantry when we get done with the slides and everything else. So this is nice. And as you can see, we've hooped it. This is all designed and we designed it and we printed it out on the CNC machine. So it's 3/4 inch pre-finished maple plywood. And then we made all of our hoops, our cutouts. These are here for strength. We took away all that extraneous weight that we didn't need. And these hoops, you know, everything with a curve is strong. You remember the arches that they made in Italy? My people made those arches. It's because it's the strongest structure you can find. Curves. Curves are better than corners. This is a very specific design. We've left enough room on the sides of these hoops for drawer glides, right? And door hinges for your cupboard doors. So we're pretty excited about this. And then the top, we have a top and a bottom, and it's on a kick. So you can put your little toes under there. But we left a little chase in the back of the kick for running wires and pipes. We can run wires and pipes back here. We can put manifolds on the wall. We could do all kinds of stuff with this. And then our countertop goes on top of this. So we have a nice 1.5 or 1.25 countertop with laminate on it, a little splash. Now this is the side where you're going to have your feet. You're going to sleep east-west. Your head is over here. There won't be anything on this wall. We're going to do a small bucket shelf like we do in the Mini Me and the Midi Me. Just not a box cabinet. That would be in your face too much. A nice trough shelf over the galley. Here, we'll have a nice big cabinet with sliding doors. And that's where your feet would go when you're sleeping. The fridge tower is pretty much what it sounds like. It's a tower with a fridge in it. Here it is. So this is the Isotherm Cruise 115. I actually have this fridge in Amir's massive ProMaster, the Black Stallion. This fridge, you can put the door on either side. We just stuck this in here now for demonstration purposes. But as I stand here and I think about prep area, sink, you see all that? Prep area, sink, big prep area. If we're working here, prepping, the sink's here, this is ideal. I'm not even moving my feet. I can get stuff off the shelves. I can get stuff off the door. So I think I'm going to leave it hinge right, just like you see it here. That was just a design exercise we went through live. So this is going to get put in place nice and straight and flush, as I like it. Down the bottom, we have our Trillino toilet. The Trillino has become my favorite because of its simplicity. This is the Trillino medium. You can get a small, medium, large. The footprint is the same on all three. It's just the height of the toilet that changes. I believe it's 13, 15, 17. Okay. Very simple concept. There's a urine separator, and then there's a bucket with biodegradable bags. Okay. You do your business. You nut the bag. You throw it away. You empty your tank, your urine tank once in a while. I don't believe in all of these contraptions that are out for toilets because they're going to break. What are you going to do when that toilet malfunctions? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw it out and just go buy a Trillino. And I'm not getting any money or any perks from Trillino. I'm just telling you, think about how practical it is. There are no moving parts. There's nothing that can break. All these other contraptions, the one looks like a Jiffy Pop popcorn. You remember how that foil thing used to... What are you going to do if that breaks or leaks or has a problem with it? They're all these contraptions. All right, I've said my piece. You get my point. You know where I'll be. So then between the fridge and that Trillino, another drawer right here. And as I said earlier, passenger seat is missing here because we're going to put it on a swivel. And it's got the same seat base that Irene and Dave's ProMaster Vagabond had. So we'll be able to put a little doggy drawer right in that area under the seat. Nice place for your leashes and such. This side of the fridge tower, we may have a fold-down desk or table. We may put that on a lagoon over here in the corner, swing it around. I don't know yet. I don't know how that's going to work. Geez, if I put it over here, I could swing it here and it become an L-shaped prep area with your galley. That could be pretty nice too. Maybe there. I don't know. We're going to play around. We're in the design stages. This is the basic setup. I know this is our footprint. Fixed bed, free clear span. Here's your 4-foot galley with a pantry, a cupboard, and a bank of drawers. A beautiful countertop. Nice big sink. Nice big faucet. Here's your fridge tower, your toilet, your drawer. Now there's another nice feature that we already have locked in stone. Let me show you what that's going to be. Out here, this is the back of the fridge tower, and you can see we have it busting into our opening here. I've left you with a 26-inch pass-through here, which is more than ample for anybody that needs to get in and out of this van frequently. Back of the fridge tower. The way this fridge is designed, I love it. Here's your compressor. There's a fan right here. So in the side of my fridge box, I'm going to put a vent right there. Another vent on this side. Pulls the air right past that compressor. Beautiful. That's all you need. So you see the space we have here behind the Trelino. Well, we're going to put a little picnic box in there, fixed in place, and we'll have a fold-down table right here. Let me see if I can demonstrate. Yeah, this will work. Oh, that's even better. It says Maxi on it. So imagine this is a whole wall all the way around the back of this thing, right? And then right in this area, we have a cutout. And the cutout opens up to become a prep table for cooking, picnic table. I could have an outlet back here. You can set up here to cook, right? And then this open space that goes all the way down, that's where you're going to be able to reach your stuff, your barbecue sauce, your cleaners, whatever it is you want to use to cook, utensils, barbecue stuff, right in this big box, right there. You keep it all in that one place, it's safe, then you close this up when you're ready to roll. No screen. No roll-left screen. I'm going to keep the price down. Unless you can convince me otherwise. Let me show you this floor. Look how nice this is. I really like this floor. This is a dove gray. It's a coin floor. And it is, like I said, it's sustainable. It's easy to work with. These are all different squares. You see how they lock together? But when they lock together, you barely see that. We have to go around and punch a few of them down, but it's virtually seamless. Easy to keep clean. It doesn't scratch. Nice. So this van has a 3/4-inch plywood subfloor that's glued down to the chassis floor, and then our finished floor is floating. That way it won't buckle. We leave room around the perimeter, and the floor floats. It won't move because we're going to end up screwing down through it with all of our modules. Garage, you can see what I mean now. Clear span underneath these seat channels. These are incredibly strong. Okay, so that bed platform will be up there. She's going to have a 6-inch mattress, RV mattress, memory foam and wool. And then we've got our bridges. Okay, this bridge is going to house the water tank. That's a big water tank. It's 31 gallons. I've got my Bosch water heater. That's a 120-volt water heater. We're going to have the Victron Multiplus inverter, Multiplus 2, 640 amps of lithium, the Big Mama Luke. We're going to have solar on the roof. We're going to have shore power. And we're going to have the new Victron Orion chargers. They're 50-amp chargers. We can stack 3 or 4. I'm going to do 3 of them. That would be 150 amps of charging. So we don't have to worry about using that second alternator, the infamous ProMaster second alternator. No way, never again. About 150 amps of Orion charging. That's where you're going to get the bulk of your replenishment is from that. And then 300, 400, 500, 600 amps of solar on the roof. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Watts. 400, 500 watts of solar. Water tank, my pumps, all my utilities are on that side with that bridge. And then over on this side, you see I've got another bridge set in place. So we build these bridges out on the table. And when we bring them in, we screw those down into the floor and we bolt them into the wall chassis of the van. Okay, they don't go anywhere. Guys love to say that. That's not going anywhere. So the Big Mama Luke is going to get strapped in there. The BMS up front. I'll have all my breakers and all the fuses and such right under here. We make beautiful use of that area on both sides. I can get my water pump over here. I can get my plumbing manifold. So this little van has worked out quite well. Everything fit in place. It's everything you need and nothing you don't need. Now, the problem that I have seen, the problem I have encountered with these vans is you can't get them. I've called all my local dealers. I went 50 miles out in every direction. Nobody stocks this van. They stock the bigger ones. If you are halfway interested and you can get your hands on a 118 wheelbase low roof ProMaster, I don't care if you want it or you don't, please let me know. Because I know a lot of people have been asking for these Maxi Me's. And I'd hate to say we can't build them because we don't have vehicles. So any of you that know where we can get 118 wheelbase ProMasters, low roof, let's go.